Coach, two 1-1 draws this week against very good teams. Today, it felt like it had a tournament atmosphere to it. So I guess first off, just thoughts on you played the defending MAC champions to a draw.
hmm Yeah, I think kind of a different game than we're used to, right? Used to having a little bit more control in possession, maintaining possession a little bit longer. I think, Western can be pretty aggressive in their press and in certain situations, and they're just devastating on the counterattack. I think that was what we had in mind, so it kind of led to being a little bit more direct at times, and then it just became obviously a bit of a brawl, all right? And 50-50 balls, covering transition, become a fight for the first, the seconds, because I think that's the thing that Western, they do such a good job of. They'll turn nothing situations like a throw into a chance out of nothing. And so we just had to make sure that we were on it. And I think that's kind of what happened to start the game is first 20 minutes, I think we were a little tentative in those situations and didn't win the battle, didn't win the first, didn't win the seconds, and then we're defending in behind. And I think that goal almost shocked us into life a little bit, and I think then we kind of started competing a little bit better, doing better in those situations, and then I think managed to turn the tide on its head a little bit and start creating chances of our own, right? It felt like we were getting a few waves of attack to end the half. So yeah, I think overall very resilient performance all round, defensively strong, physically strong. Obviously came away with a few injuries, but no, just again really proud of the group for their efforts and the fight that they showed.
Uh, Coach, obviously very physical game, a lot of fouls.
Yep.
Western Michigan played very physical and gritty. How did you guys stay resilient and adapt in the face of that type of a game?
You have to match it, right? You have to be brave. And I mean, I think if you don't and you don't win that physical battle or you don't compete, then you get bullied and you just get pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And so yeah, I think that we matched some of that intensity. We're a little bit smarter, being prepared for the second balls. And I think that's what helped us kind of start pushing forward a little bit. And you could see that they were getting a little bit frazzled and a little bit frustrated, Western Michigan were at times. And I think that just shows that we were willing to do the dirty work, which maybe you wouldn't anticipate from a team like ours with the way that we play.
White got the goal off a set piece, and you guys have had a lot of success on set pieces this year.
Sure.
I have to go back and count, see how many goals you guys have scored from either free kicks or corner kicks.
Mm-hmm.
Has that been something you guys are working on
Yep.
in training, particularly just to kind of capitalize on those set pieces, and how big is that when you get
I wouldn't say it's something that's changed from previous years. I think we've put an equal amount of weight on set pieces than we have in previous years. I think it was one of our big things at the start of the season. It's like you can play this beautiful soccer and possess and control a game, but winning conferences, winning leagues, you've got to find goals in all areas. You've got to find goals. The hardest way to score goals is through possession. You can control the game that way, but yeah, by doing that, you are able to create set pieces, win corners. And so yeah, I told them at the beginning of the season, it's an area in which we need to find goals here. We need to stop conceding goals on set pieces, and we need to find goals on set pieces, because you think about that, you go up 1-0 off a set piece, then it makes the game a little bit more comfortable in possession, right? A team has to chase a little bit more, and that plays into your favor. Seems like we're scoring set pieces to tie games and bring it back, but we'll take it. And yeah, I think we're very dangerous. We've got some very dangerous weapons there, and again, really happy for Lexi White. Obviously someone that's been working really hard and played limited minutes this season to come off the bench against a top team. I think she not only made a presence known with the goal, but throughout the game as well, with how hard she worked, how much she battled. So really happy for her.
I felt like it was maybe a story of two different games. First half, a lot of energy, and then second half, it really kind of died.
It died, yeah. I think everyone had just fought so hard. I think both teams died, right? It was just, second half was so messy. Probably not the best for the neutrals to be watching. And but yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do to get the result. So obviously would have liked to have come away with a win, but still very happy with the tie to take 5 points from the first 3 games. We came away with 0 points against those teams last season. So 5 points. 3 of the top 4 teams from last season. It's a great start, and hopefully we can kick on from here.
And now, Coach, that you have 3 games on your belt with the rest of MAC play coming up, what adjustments would you like to make?
I'm not really sure. I don't know if there's necessarily any adjustments, really. I think you've got to find the sweet spot of balancing what you do as a coach and as a team. You've got to make sure that we're ruthless in attack, varying how we attack, comfortable in possession, defending hard. I think every game in the MAC is tough. There's no easy game. There's no easy opponent. But every single opponent will give you a different problem to solve. So for us, it's about what's the problem, what is it we need to solve, and then go and execute them.
Coach, there's a lot of people that stepped up and played well
Yep.
today, and you've mentioned a couple, but wanted to ask you about Christy Franson. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I know she was warming up in the first half, ready to go in. It's not like she's never played before,
Right.
but she, in a game against a tremendous opponent, she's kind of thrown
Yep.
to the lions here. Starts the second half, and
Yep.
your back line's a little discombobulated as it is with Taylor out there.
Mhm.
Just talk about Christy's performance in that second half.
I mean, Christy Franson's a tremendous soccer player. I think that's, well known. I think it's for her, right? She was out all last season with an ACL, and it's been a slow progress and progression to play. And so we believe in her. There was never a doubt, but there was no nerves whatsoever from the staff about putting Christy on the field. Maybe there was from her a little bit, like you said, being thrown to the lions. I think the hardest thing is not necessarily about the quality in those situations, but it's going into a game that's white hot, intense, and you've got to get to the level quickly. And I think she did. And so, yeah, we trust her. We believe in her. She's a great player. And again, I hope she can gain some confidence from here, because we're probably going to need her.
Any other questions for Coach?
Do you have an update on Ella and Alexis? I know they had suffered a couple injuries.
Alexis season ending, unfortunately, so Alexis Sabrelis has an ACL. Ella's just had some complications with some swelling, but hoping to have her back within 1 to 2 weeks. So,
All right. Thank you, Coach.
you're very welcome.